Is it a true GMT? It's a question that sparks endless debate among watch enthusiasts. In fact, for many GMT shoppers, it's the pivotal detail that can make or break their buying decision, especially in the world of luxury watches. But today, Longines marries their rich heritage of precision watchmaking with a thoroughly modern design. Introducing the all-new Longines Spirit ZULU Time. The Spirit line is such a breath of fresh air from this storied brand, as I used to think Longines was a one-trick pony and they really only could do historical remakes. But the Spirit is proof that Longines can make an all-new design that has the perfect blend of sport and luxury. This watch has a gorgeous, razor-sharp case that is mostly brushed with a high-polished bevel that travels along the side of the case all the way to the blunt, faceted tips. I wasn't getting the vibe off the new Conquest I reviewed earlier, but this one, with that Spirit case and coming in at 147 grams, does give me a high impression of quality. And being an aviation watch, it's gotta have a large crown, and this one is no exception. Here we have a 7mm grippy screw-down crown with a coin edge grip. It screws down perfectly, giving the ZULU Time 100 meters of water resistance, which is plenty for a GMT. So what kind of GMT? Of course, it's a true GMT, also known as the Flyer GMT, where the hour hand jumps, so there's no quick set date. You have to jump 24 hours to change the date. And it will go back a day if you are flying east to west and going technically back in time. So it's a great watch for those who frequently travel or those who just want to display multiple time zones. And if you do need a third time zone, you can just turn that bezel. And this one is a proper bi-directional 24-click coin edge bezel. The bezel is really thin and it does have a high polish lip. And the colorway we got today has that rich British racing green ceramic bezel insert. But how does it feel and how does it sound? The bezel is a joy to use with its smooth, gliding action. It settles into place with a solid snap, and it's right in the sweet spot. Not too light, not too stiff. They really dialed it in here. Now let's do those dimensions. I got 39mm in diameter, secret measurement 30.5 millimeters. And we have a thickness of 13.5. And there are no drilled lugs to keep that clean profile and a lug-to-lug of 46.6. This contemporary size is just awesome. And for someone like me who prefers smaller watches, this one wears quite well. But there is something preventing me from pulling the trigger, and what is that? Is the strange 21mm lug width. I really feel like they should have went with 20mm on this size. Now let's discuss that bracelet. It's completely solid 21mm tapering down to 16, an impressive 5mm taper. It's fixed via push pins and it has male end links, which I'm not a fan of, but the bracelet has built-in quick release spring bars. You just push this landing pad and pull. Very nice. And I love the high polish edges on those mid links, and the small links on the flanks have high polish edges only on the inside. It's a fantastic look, but I wish they went with the female end link instead, because the male end links increase the lug to lug to 53, which is too large for my tastes. And there is no on-the-fly adjustment, which is disappointing, but the clasp is fully milled, beautifully brushed, high-polished bezels, signed Longines with 5 micro adjustments. Overall, the bracelet articulates well and is pretty good, and it only comes at a $100 premium, so it's a no-brainer. Now the sapphire crystal is a gorgeous, steep double dome, but it does have anti-reflective coating on the top and bottom, so be aware of that. You may get scratches. But the advantage is definitely an ultra clear view of that gorgeous matte anthracite dial. I love how the dial just tones down the watch. And the way it contrasts and works perfect with the gilt elements, this is definitely my favorite colorway. We got gold applied Arabics all around with a gilt chapter ring that's stepped up, and that step comes with a gold high polish bevel design element. The gold high polish hands are baton style with tapering tips, and even the way they blacked out most of the GMT hand. Only the last 20 or so % is gold, so the GMT hand almost appears as if it's floating. This company looks at the little details, and I'm a big fan of that. Now let's do the Loom. The Loom is pretty good. It is Swiss Super Luminova, so it should last all night, but the initial blast will fade. I would have loved to see a fully loomed bezel, but we just have the triangle at the 24-hour mark. Now, what's powering this beauty? We have the L844.4, which is officially COSC certified chronometer. It's a 21 joule, 25.2 VPH with 72 hours of power reserve. This one is anti-magnetic with that silicone hairspring and free sprung balance. You're getting all the goodies with this movement, and look at that rate. It's a Longines, and basically all their movements with the free sprung balance run pretty much perfect. We have an excellent timepiece here, but what's the price? Well, this one comes in at $3,150 USD on the bracelet, and the strap version is $100 less. In my opinion, I think the price is absolutely reasonable for a Swiss-made GMT watch from a storied brand like Longines. And if you are interested in buying the ZULU time, Kavar Jewelers has them in stock right now, and I have some codes for you, so email me down below. But if you are not convinced, I got 2 other GMTs that might be more up your alley on the right of your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next one.